With a brand new show after a sellout success of last year's nationwide tour. For one night only, Joe is making a special exclusive performance live and unplugged at Melton Theatre. His unmistakable voice, easy wit and warm rappers have endeared him to all ages from 5 to 95. Whether he's singing a pop hit or stunning the audience into silence with opera, Joe has evolved from boy crooner to master of his craft, winning X Factor in 2009. I'm delighted to welcome to the show now. Good afternoon, Joe.
Hello.
Are you well?
Yes, I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
Good, not too bad. Thank you for joining us on the show. What have you been up to since the last time you visited Melton, which was about a year ago, I believe?
Yeah, well, I think it was around about this time last year I was there, probably. So I finished the tour, last year's tour in end of July last year. And then I went out for a few extra days, pretty much up until Christmas actually, and then this tour has just started in February. So I feel like all I've been doing recently is performing, but I love it. It's great fun, and this show's obviously a different show to last year. It's completely different songs, different set lists. It's just totally different. So we've been on the road now for about 2 weeks, and it's just started. So it's very exciting.
I think it's been very nice on to my next question. It was quite obviously a very successful tour last year. What can people expect from this one?
Well, this show is called the Evolution Tour. So this actually goes. I'm taking everyone through all of the songs and albums, obviously, that I've released. And it kind of goes on a little story from the beginning up until now with obviously new material. So it really kind of takes you on a bit of a musical experience, I think. And obviously there's a few little stories that I tell along the way in the show with songs, some stories that people might never have heard before about why I sang them songs and how they came about. And it's kind of, it's got a little story right the way through the show, which I think from the feedback we've been getting from the audiences so far, seems to be everybody seems to be quite interested in that, because sometimes you hear a song but you don't actually know the reason why behind it was released, or the little stories of how you actually got that song and things like that. So it's definitely a different show to what I've done before.
It is quite nice to find out what's behind the song. What's the best thing about being on tour? What do you enjoy the most?
Just going around meeting audiences, having that connection with an audience and travelling around and performing. I just love that you get to perform every night. Like that to me is everything that I wanted to do. So to be able to actually just go out with the band and on the acoustic shows, piano and guitar, and just sit back and enjoy performing for the audiences that have come to see the show is what it's all about. That's what being a performer is all about, and I just feel lucky that I get to do that. On a very regular basis.
Nice. There's quite a lot of love for you on Twitter. Alicia411 on Twitter asks, what's your favourite song to sing on tour?
It changes, I think. So it changes week by week or night by night, depending how you're feeling. Sometimes if I'm feeling really happy and excited, you want to sing a fast song and really get the audience up. Sometimes if you're feeling a bit emotional, a nice slow song's nice to sing. Just depends on the mood you're in, I suppose.
Winner of the jump on Channel 4 last year. Have you been skiing since?
I haven't. I missed the holiday this year with my family because I was preparing for the tour and I had rehearsals, so unfortunately I couldn't go. But I'm sure I'll get a chance before the end of the skiing season, and if not, I'll go next year.
All work and no play. Joan on Twitter says, do you have a snack before your show to keep your energy levels up?
It depends. I mean, I don't like performing on a full stomach because I'm jumping around and I'm moving around and you're running backstage and changing into different outfits. And you also, you don't want to kind of stand on stage in front of thousands of people feeling really full and feeling like you're going to be sick. So I eat quite a bit before the show, and then I tend to have something quite big after the show. Yeah, or two small meals.
Nothing worse than working on a full stomach, is there? Quite a few people on Twitter wanted to know this. How long did it take you to write the lyrics for Hollywood?
Well, I actually co-wrote it, so it was more that when I was writing that song, it was actually sent to me, and then we kind of went back and forwards with ideas of melodies and stuff and lyric changes and stuff. So actually, it was more kind of like one of them kind of things where it was sent back and forwards quite a lot, more than actually just sitting down and writing it.
Lovely. It's a great song. I've caught it on YouTube, a couple of videos. Karen on Twitter asks, what's the funniest thing to happen on tour so far?
Funniest thing to happen on tour so far? I don't know yet. We haven't had any. Well, I mean, we have a lot of fun on tour, but I mean, I'm assuming she means on stage.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have little technical problems, and it's quite funny trying to hide them from the audience and not letting them know what's going on. You know, keeping the kind of poker face on. That's fun. But we haven't had anything major yet, touch wood. Nothing too bad.
Good. Sue on Twitter says, we've heard 2 fabulous songs already. Any new surprises?
Well, you have to wait and see. You have to come to the show.
Oh, he's got nothing away, is he? Nothing away at all. Can you say a big hello to Lynn and Sue for me, please, to present us on before me? They were quite excited that I was interviewing you this afternoon.
Hello, Lynn and Sue.
Thank you. You've made their day. You really have. Joe, it's been a pleasure as always. Thank you for coming on the show today. All the best with the tour, and I shall aim to see you in Melton in July.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Thank you.